Today is October 4th. It is 4:15 a.m. I am again backing out of my garage, heading out to the warehouse. I am not going to be the first one there. I saw on the security alarm that somebody has already beat me there. Last night, one of my new families that has been cataloging for us, have a lot of kids, and he wants to help with the binning process. So we have our large back warehouse, and in that large back warehouse he wants to take the parts and bin those on site. He's in the process of building a new house, and through that process he wants to do more work from home, but he doesn't want to do a lot of work at home right now because of the moving and all that. He was telling me last night how he sees the benefit of cataloging directly to drawers, and how that can help us in a lot of ways, and help him by using fewer bags and then creating the files that way. And I agree with that assessment. So eventually we'll have a third person, because right now we have two people who catalog directly to drawers. The goal is to have all of our catalogers to bag or bin or catalog directly into drawers. That's the goal with all of our catalogers. That's now our goal. Since I've had people cataloging parts for us, and then they get a commission based on the price of the parts, I would say I've been doing that for easily 4+ years. It's all been cataloged into a box, into a bag, into a box, whatever means possible, and then we go grab the data file associated with that, and then we bin those files or those parts later. That's been our mode of operation. We're slowly shifting from catalogers cataloging directly to drawers, and that's to increase our turnover rate, so that as drawers get emptied or reduced down to the number of parts per drawer through sales, those drawers then can be refilled, or other empty drawers that we make empty can get refilled quickly, and then we can replenish our empty drawers through the at-home catalogers. And I'm thinking the network of catalogers is going to have to be probably 10 catalogers at home, possibly up to twice that when we're fully established. And then the first phase sort, those that sort it into 20 different categories. If we can't develop some kind of an automation process for that, we're still using manual labor. We'll probably need about 20 to 30 of those as well. This week I'm evaluating, I have a person coming in for an interview on Wednesday to discuss the parts curator role. The parts curator would be a person who's responsible for managing the network of catalogers and sorters, and developing a network of individuals that do that work for us, so that we can achieve our goals of turnover and sorting. Because with as much product as we're going to have, we need that to be a regular feeding network into our system. So that's happened this week. Also last week, by Friday of last week, I do know we also are going to be hiring another person to do picking and packing. So we'll have an additional picker packer that will get trained up starting October 11th, I think. Maybe faster than that, maybe sooner than that. This individual came to me and said that they wanted to learn more about our operations. They can see themselves growing into the position. They like the flexibility that we offer as far as what hours they can work, what days they can take off. We we offer very, very flexible hours. As long as the job gets done, as long as the tasks get done, it doesn't really matter when you do it or how you do it. Rather, the how really does matter. What I'm saying is how you come in and what hours you come in are very flexible. As long as you pick the parts and you get the right parts to the customer, and we do our first orders in and our first orders out, then it's fine however you do it, whenever you come into work. So they enjoy the idea of the flexible hours. Today, one of my objectives to help Steve, who's already there, to finish picking and packing everything from the last time we were working and get everything packed and ready to go. I will only be able to put in about an hour and a half today. After an hour and a half, I have to leave and come back to my other job. I've been working from home for over a year now, and I need to keep on doing that career job. I need to finish that out. I have about another 7 years for that. Today is actually my anniversary at my other career job. I've been there 23 years. 23 years. I've been there 23 years now. So it was a good weekend. Yesterday was not a good day for me though. It was a good weekend at the store. I was down and out yesterday. I had a sore throat and I wasn't feeling all that great, so I was kind of non-functional yesterday. Today I'm feeling much better. I don't think I'm 100% recovered, but I'm recovered enough that I can put some hours in at the store and I can probably function at my main job without much struggle. But I do think I need to take it easy. Muscles were fatigued yesterday, but had dinner just fine, was able to eat, keep things down, taste everything just fine. So no symptoms that scare me very much. Just a simple sore throat that is no fun to have, but happens from time to time. In the back, we have been washing and sorting so much Lego. My wife does a pre-sort. She'll pull out the minifigs and the Duplo, and we have been really crushing it at home. Every time I come to the warehouse, I carry back, I don't know, at least 50 to 60 pounds, maybe even more, 100 pounds of washed and ready to go Lego that's been kind of pre-scanned and ready for that first phase sort. Yeah, there's more drying at home right now. There's more in the washing stage right now at home. There's more containers at home that I didn't take that were just too heavy. I didn't want to carry them up the stairs from my basement, so I was going to wait on that. But I was able to carry up some bags, some small bags, and I got those in the bag. All right, so I'm about ready to pull up to the warehouse now. It doesn't take me very long. In the morning, there's nobody on the road. It really only takes me just a couple of minutes to get here. It's pretty nice. This is just all highway. All right, these are the bags that I bring. I bring these bags, in these mesh bags, I wash them, and then I bring them, and then today the way I'm doing it is I'm dumping into, because these bags, or rather these boxes are only about maybe 2/3 full. There's just more room, so we can dump these out. And then I've got 2 more bags like this still out in the car. There's still a little bit more room in the container for more Lego. So do that about 2 or 3 more times. There is so much that we're doing behind here. We're in the back storage area. There's a lot of Lego back in here. All right, now I'm walking. I'm gonna go get the rest of those Lego containers. You wanna say good morning, Steve?
Morning.
Where you at? There you are. It's really early out here, no light yet. Oh, a lot of Lego to carry. Oh, the door's locked. We just got more lights installed. It's really bright in here. Like daylight type bright in here. It is so bright. Finally got finished with all the lights. What else was the goal today? Oh, the toilet. It looks like the door on the toilet still says needs repair. Maybe a maintenance guy didn't get that finished being repaired today or on yesterday. Okay. This is gonna take some coordination because I don't think there's enough room for all of this in that box. Might be a little bit of a mess. I don't know. I think maybe I'm gonna go for this other box here. What is this? How full is this one down here? It's very full. Where? This one here. Let's do this one. All right, let's do this. These boxes are exactly how they come from the supplier that we get. So the supplier puts it in these huge boxes inside of a garbage sack, and then we process it. That filled it all the way up. Okay, now that is completely full. Time to close this up and move on to the next one. Find somewhere else. Because I got one more bag just about that size to put somewhere. And it might have to go into 2 different boxes. Or maybe I'll grab another empty box somewhere else. Because I got empties laying around. Of all these boxes here. That's full. Oh my gosh, they're so full. And there's this Lego laying around everywhere here. Here's some minifig legs. Those are looking like they're a little dirty though. All right. So we do a pre-scan, but we do it pretty quick, so we don't always catch everything, and sometimes we miss things. My nephew was working on this little sort right here, trying to find something additional for him to do for it. Right off the bat here, I can look at this and I see some non-Lego right on top here. Oh, these aren't dirty legs. These are Minecraft legs. Those are our print legs. But the non-Lego, that goes over here. I am done for the day. It is the time is 6:19. I am leaving the warehouse. There's 3 guys there working. One's picking, one's doing customer service, and one's packing orders. So that's about the average day of a productivity day. I feel like I was helpful today, but mostly I did things like sweeping. I did some Legos. I brought in some washed Legos and did some of that work. I try and come out here every single day and spend a little bit of time here. Definitely leaving before the sun came up today, but we're actually losing daylight hours every single day now, or minutes of daylight every single day here in the Midwest. A little bit every day is a little bit darker until the winter solstice. So yeah, it was a good day. Had catalogers that were, or rather binners. There's a cataloging family that came in and they did some binning, and I was able to check a few of the questions that they had. As it turns out, if you save a BSX file with a part number in the filter or any notes in the filter, and you save that, it saves that data to the BSX file. It saves that XML filtering data. And they were opening up these files and saying there was parts missing from these bags, or rather parts in the bag that weren't in the file, but actually there was a filter applied that was saved. And I saw that, and I sent them a note and said, basically, there's parts that didn't show because of that filter. There actually are in the file, but they didn't show up. So easy to correct, easy to fix. Always try and grab a few things on the way home. I have a cataloger that I'm gonna move to cataloging minifig parts directly to drawers. So I grabbed a scan gun and a couple of empty drawers for them to process. This is somebody who works in my home. It's just more convenient for them to work there. So I'll get that set up. But yeah, mostly it was a really good morning. Had a few conversations and got to examine the new lights. That's where I had to sweep up some of the mess. There was parts of the ceiling, old dust and just foam pieces that we had sprayed on that dropped, and we got some of that cleaned up. The new lights are just gorgeous. They're very, very much like daylight in there now. I really like the new lights. We're finally done with the lights. Everything in lights is installed. Next is start to do some upgrading in the kitchen and the bathroom. Yeah, so progress in the store is great. Got 2 new people starting in the next 2 weeks, I hope. One person is going to be the parts curator, another parts picker and packer. I'm excited about those 2 things. Basically, we're shifting dollars from buying inventory regularly to hiring more staff. So the amount of money that was being sent to buy inventory is not going to be applied to hiring people. So we can increase our productivity. Because we have enough product now, we can definitely hold off on buying inventory for a little while. But I'm concerned, it's been brought to my attention that if we lose touch with our supply chain, that it might be difficult to get it back. So I am looking into strategies to continue the supply chain through financing and to keep that supply going, and then figure out what to do with all that supply. Anyways, so been a really good vlog. I'm going to go ahead and close out the vlog. If you do have questions, send me a note or a comment in the chat. I definitely try and get back to all those. I appreciate the positive feedback for the vlogs that I do, and I receive some positive feedback, so thank you for that. So, this is me checking out. Thanks a lot. This has been Chris from the Great Brick Lab.